What's up, everybody? So I just got blessed with some pizza and some soda right now from Little Caesars. Little Caesars pizza and a Pepsi. So I was getting hungry, and so I decided to go stand over there near Little Caesars, and I made a sign. If you can see it, it says "Pizza, please." That's all it says. It's just "Pizza, please," and I was just hoping that someone would, have it in their heart to get me a pizza. It was smelling really good, and I was like, I could go for some warm food. I had a sandwich earlier that the person donated, and I had cookies, and I have little snack foods, but I was like, I'd like some, cooked food, or warm food. And yeah, someone gave me a large. I don't even know what it is. It's pepperoni pizza. Let's see if I can show you guys. So it is a large pepperoni pizza, and I don't know if you can see, but there's little chili pepper packets, or crushed red pepper packets right there too. Little crushed red pepper packets. So it was a lady who stopped, and she asked me what kind I like. I said pepperoni, but I didn't know. Sometimes you ask for something, and sometimes people give you other stuff, but she actually gave me pepperoni. So here it is. Here's a slice. Let's eat, huh? I'm really hungry. Oh man, that's so good. So yeah, thank you, lady, random lady, and in Wenatchee, Washington, for getting me a pizza. And when she exclaimed too, because I told her, hey, thank you very much. I always tell people thank you very much. I appreciate it. God bless you, stuff like that. And she was like, yeah, no problem. She says, we all go through stuff. And it's true, It's true. We all go through stuff. And so it was nice that she was understanding. And, no questions asked. Just, she just bought it for me. And I didn't even ask for a soda. You see the sign that says pizza, please. So good. I don't really eat crushed red peppers, but I do drink Pepsi. So let's pop this Pepsi. So I don't know what sizes they have in different countries. Like, I know one of my followers is from Canada. I forget your username, but we'll see it. We'll compare the size. If you can see right there, in the United States, it's 20 fluid ounces, and how many? That's 1.25 pints. So in U.S. What do you call that? Measurements. It's 20 fluid ounces and 1.25 pints. That's what size our Pepsis are. At least at Little Caesars. I mean, they have different ones. They have like a 16 ounce. This is the 20 ounce. It's gonna be interesting trying to open this again with one hand, as always. So I'm curious, what's the standard size in other countries for your bottles of soda? This is pretty standard size in the United States. In different places you go to. I love the smell of Pepsi. Ooh. I will tell you one big difference between United States soda, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever, and other countries is they use high fructose corn syrup. I don't know if you can see it, instead of sugar for the majority of our sodas, which I don't really like. High fructose corn syrup is very unhealthy. I would prefer a natural sweetener, just sugar. But yeah, I believe soda in Mexico, Canada, Europe, Australia, you guys all use real sugar for your sodas. We don't. And the reason is because corn is subsidized in the United States. That means the government pays, subsidize. They help support farmers who grow corn and I don't know, whatever else. And so corn is really cheap in the United States. And as because corn is so cheap. Corn byproducts are cheap, like high fructose corn syrup or whatever. So that's why Pepsi and Coke and whoever else, they use high fructose corn syrup in the United States instead of sugar, because it's cheap. High fructose corn products are cheaper. Corn syrup is cheaper than sugar. That's why they do it. Pepsi still tastes good though. If you didn't know that it was in there, if you came from a different country and you tried it, you might not even tell the difference. But I think there's a difference. I hope you guys don't mind watching me eat. I know some people do like watching eating videos. Some people don't. So, I guess if you don't, then I guess click off the video and go watch something else. Do they have Little Caesars in other countries? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do in Mexico, because I think I've saw it in videos. I'm pretty sure about that. To my friend from Canada, do you guys have Little Caesars? I don't know. I really don't know if Little Caesars exist in other, say outside of North America. I have no idea. I'm trying to think if I've seen any videos on, on YouTube or whatever, of people trying it in other countries. I can't remember. I'd love to know. If you do, the prices are probably different. Maybe the toppings are different. Here, the most popular topping in the United States is pepperoni. In every state, the most popular topping is pepperoni. Now, the second most popular topping, that might vary by state. Maybe some like sausage, some like mushroom, jalapeno, who knows. But across the board, besides cheese, it's hard to really count because cheese comes standard. So even though it has pepperoni, it also has cheese. Or if you get sausage, it also has cheese. So technically, the most popular topping is cheese, because cheese just comes on all pizzas standard. But not counting cheese, then it's pepperoni in the United States. I don't know if this is a thin crust or what, but this is thinner than I remember the normal crust is, and I like it. It's really good. Yeah, Little Caesars is very underrated. It used to be $5 for this size pizza. Now, it depends where you live in the United States. It might still be $5 some places. So anywhere between 5 to 10 just for a standard pepperoni. Depend. Here on the West Coast, Washington, Oregon, California, prices are usually higher. Whereas you go inland more, that's cheaper. After I finish this piece, I'm going to show you what one of my coworkers used to do when I worked at Domino's Pizza. Him and I were both delivery drivers. And at that Domino's that we worked at, the owners, the bosses, they didn't care if we ate the pizzas that were left over. Because sometimes people order pizza, then they never come pick it up. And so they just let us eat it, So let me show you what he would do. So sometimes, there would just be a pizza laying there, and before he went on a delivery, he would do this. He would grab 2 slices of pizza, put them on top of each other like that, and call it a pizza sandwich. Yeah. Pizza sandwich. That was when I worked at Domino's Pizza in Victorville, California. That's off of Hesperia and Bear Valley Road. If it's still there, I don't know. I haven't checked. I think that was one of my best jobs in my whole life. I liked that a lot. I liked working there a lot. I made good tips. It was a good delivery area for tips. I didn't even finish my other piece. It was a good delivery area for tips. The employees were all cool. Well, you know, most of them were cool. Yeah, it was alright. I just delivered. I didn't really even make pizzas. I delivered, and then, you know, when the pizzas came out of the oven, I cut them up and put them in a box and, you know, did that. But it was pretty simple. Pretty simple. Made decent money. But when you do pizza delivery, it puts wear and tear in your car bad. Really bad. My car ended up breaking down because of that. I might even a couple of cars. I worked there like 2 years or over 2 years. But you know, you're constantly turning on your car, turning off your car, driving around, stop, go, stop, go. It's really harsh on your vehicle. So, and I was doing like 10 deliveries a day, sometimes more. If you work an 8-hour shift, yeah, you could do 10, 15, maybe even 20 deliveries for an 8-hour shift. So yeah, you're go, go, go. Putting wear and tear in your car. I haven't abandoned my pizza sandwich, in case you're wondering. Still here. I was just finishing the other slice. So I definitely have a lot of food today. I'm not gonna beg for any more food because I'm all good for food. Oh, that's really good. What do you guys like better, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Oh, excuse me. I don't know. It's a close one for me. I like Coca-Cola a lot, but Pepsi's also good too. I don't know. They're both good. Right now, I'm liking my pizza sandwich. It was thin crust, but since I made it a sandwich, now it's like a thick crust. What if hold on. What if I do it backwards? Does that make a difference in the taste? That's almost a little bit better. Because, you know, both sides is pepperoni and cheese, and so both sides, so, you know, the top of the pizza hits the top of your palate, the bottom of the pizza hits the bottom of your palate, and so you don't feel like you're biting into crust. You just feel like you're biting into pizza. A reverse pizza sandwich. So pretty much all I taste is just the cheese and pepperoni. I don't really taste dough, crust. Interesting. I don't think I've ever done that before. But I don't know. I like to taste the crust though. I don't know which way is better. You guys gotta try it yourself and let me know which way is better. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Bit full. Once I finish my pizza sandwich, that's already 4 slices. That's a half a pizza. I don't know how many calories are in a Little Caesars pizza, but I'm eating 50% of it, so. And then I'll probably drink 100% of this. This is 250 calories. Let me tell you what though, a little bit of a secret. When you're on the street, you know, you're walking around, and, you know, you're begging or whatever you're doing, you need those calories. You really do, especially if it's cold. When it's hot, not so much. I mean, especially if you're carrying stuff or whatever, you know, you burn a lot of calories. And so you need, you know, it's definitely not the time to, you know, go sugar free or low calorie or anything. You want the calories, especially right now. I think tomorrow, the high temperature, I can't remember, 29 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that, so lower than freezing. And so yeah, my body needs the calories, definitely. You know, that's how, for those who don't know, that's how your body warms up. It's from food calories. You eat, and then your body converts the food into energy. So you go walk, so you know, your organs can function, and so you go warm up. That's what food does. And so, you know. So I understand, like, say someone has a desk job, for example, and they kind of sit down all day or whatever. Okay, maybe you don't want so many calories because you're in a temperature controlled office, so it's not really hot or really cold. You're not really walking around. So I understand if, like, say an individual like that wants less calories because you're not burning a lot of calories. But, oh, excuse me. But yeah, definitely if you're in construction or you're doing any kind of outside work, lifting stuff, you know, or if you're homeless on the street, walking around, carrying your bags and all that kind of stuff, and it's cold, it's freezing cold outside, you need calories. Now, this goes all the way back to high fructose corn syrup. I don't know how true it is, but that's one thing that I heard with the high fructose corn syrup. Your body cannot use that for, I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know. I heard some, like, YouTube scientist guy or doctor or whatever he was talking about it. Yeah, the calories from that, he was saying something that your body can't use them. I don't know if it's true or not. Somebody would have to look that up. And so, yeah. So if that's true, that's another problem with the high fructose corn syrup. Since it's not real sugar, you know, our bodies are used to real sugar because humans been eating sugar for thousands of years. But your body gets that high fructose corn syrup. It's like, what the heck is that? And it can't process it. You know, pretty much from what he was saying. From what I gathered from what he was saying. Almost done on my pizza sandwich. So I got 4 slices left. Can you see it? We got 4 slices left. I know someone's gonna say, "Oh, you should share Rebecca." Nano can't eat cheese. But someone's gonna say, "Oh, you should share Rebecca." But I don't think I'm going back to the room tonight. I can't afford to waste money on gas driving from Wenatchee to Quincy. I just can't afford it, and so I'm gonna have to sleep in the car again. And again, around about talking about calories. And so if I do that, if I sleep in the car, it's gonna be really cold tonight. I need the calories. Yeah. I need the calories. Oh man, this video has been going on for almost 18 minutes. I'm just gonna finish this crust in yeah, Little Caesars are underrated, man. This pizza's a good 9 point something out of 10. No joke. That, you know, I mean, the fact that I got it for free and the lady blessed me, that's a 10 out of 10. You know, the blessing aspect of it. But if I'm just rating the pizza as is, it's still 9 point something. You know, some people frown on Little Caesars. It's good. Little Caesars is good. Really good. I like it. I wish I knew what she ordered. I don't know if it's a thin crust or I don't know what she got, but yeah. It's good. Look at that. Good amount of pepperoni. The cheese is good. Decent amount of sauce. It's a good pizza, man. Like I said, for less than $10. And you could feed 2 people because, I mean, I'm a big guy. And I could barely eat. If I really force myself, I could eat more. But, like, I'm content and I'm full right now with a half a pizza. And so you get 2 people of my size, you know, for a pizza for less than $10. You can't beat that. Especially if you live in a place where it's still $5 for a large. And then you divide that by 2 people, that's $2.50. That's $2.50 per person. That's nothing. That's cheap. Try going to the grocery store and buying all the ingredients for pizza, making it yourself. It's going to be way more than $10 or $5. You buy the flour and the cheese and the pepperoni and the sauce. Just go to Little Caesars. And you get free red peppers. Yeah, it's a great deal. Okay. So we're about at 20 minutes. I finished half the pizza. I finished my pizza sandwich. Maybe finish the Pepsi. A quick little fun fact before I end the video. So when I said Pepsi, I kind of said Pepsi, just accidentally. But some people in the world actually pronounce it. I think Arabs. I think in Arabic there is no letter P, and so they call Pepsi Bebsi. Yeah, I think in Arabic, I knew a couple Arab guys before. I think they were telling me that was one of the hardest things for them to pronounce is P, because there is no letter P in the Arabic language, and so yeah, so they call it Bebsi. Do you want the Bebsi? So yeah, Pepsi. And even in Spanish, like Mexico, I don't know if the hard P is used that frequently. I'm trying to think of a Spanish word. I'm going on. It's already 21 minutes. P. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if that's hard for Spanish speakers too. Saying Pepsi, they might say Pepsi. I don't know. So yeah, it's funny when brands go international. Sometimes, like I said, literally the P doesn't even exist in some languages, and so some people are like, well, I like the product, but how do I pronounce this thing here? Okay, so that was a half-ish review, half-ish, me just talking about I got a blessing from the lady. Thank you so much, lady in Wenatchee, Washington, who, gave me the pizza. Very much appreciated. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for... There's no way that someone's sat here for 22 minutes. You're a trooper and you're amazing if you sat here for 22 minutes. Oh man, the Bebsi is making me burp. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.